Alafia. I'm Philip John Nymark, the founder of the IFA Foundation International, and welcome to yet another iteration of the weekly Ifascope. For those of you who are not aware, the weekly Ifascope is an in-depth, up-close, magnified look at the events of the upcoming week, and more important, as far as the Ifascope is concerned, how you should deal with those events. In individual divination, we can ascertain what those events are likely to be, but when thousands of people a week are accessing your site to see what the forecast is, that it's obviously impossible. It is not, however, impossible to give directions or guidance as to what kind of emotional response you should be using. And getting the right emotional response, regardless of the events, is going to increase your probability factor of success, of getting over something, of maximizing something tremendously. After all, the universe has seen these things happen to millions of people for thousands of years. So it isn't so incredible that they could say, use this kind of energy. And this week is, it's almost a tale of morality, or a morality tale, if you would, about what happens when we have the character to follow what it is we're, advised is coming, and what happens when we don't. It's the tale of hard choices. So many of us would like to compromise or make a deal with the universe, as it were. We'll give a little bit, or we'll do a little bit of such and such, or we'll behave in a certain way for a certain period of time, because once we get what we want, we think we have a free pass. That's not what IFA is about. IFA is about people taking the sometimes difficult road, short term, in order to have longer term beneficial results. And those kinds of results are magnified and increased as time goes by. As I said, this kind of week is a morality play, as it were, about what happens when you do not follow the advice. Because this week, the universe gave us the Odu of Irete Meiji. If you are initiated IFA priest, then you know what that means. It means do your everyday IFA work. But if you are a, quote, civilian, it means, in no uncertain terms, let the pressure guide you into doing that which needs doing. Don't be distracted. Don't be dissuaded. Don't break away from, on your own or at the behest of friends or family, the things you know need dealing with. Because if you do, you're going to be sadly off path, which is, unfortunately, how this reading comes out. Now, we can force it back down here, but it's more important for you to understand that here is a direct reasoning how we come from being on path in a very strong manner last week to sliding off path this week. How does that happen? Well, I would venture to say it happens because either you paid no attention, or you chose to put something off, or to delay the work that you had to do, or you chose not to do the work. You felt you were on a roll, as it were. And that will invariably bite you in the backside. So, in case, by the way, you didn't believe that, the area of impact is victory. over difficulties. In the old-fashioned way of reading, it would be loss. And it's osameiji. It's about sudden change, a change that should be positive for us, turning distinctly negative because we haven't done the work. We haven't considered it, or we have simply put it off. And we had better get our act together, or this will be a punishing week indeed. The energy for restoring this is, of course, Oya. When I say, of course, Oya is in charge of the Osameiji. And the Ibo to Oya is honey. That indicates that maybe we should pay more attention to our loving relationships and to the people that we care about than we have been. Okay? So again, it's a single trick pony. But that trick, which is no trick, is so desperately important. It's about getting your work done. So take the honey, put it in the bowl, put it in front of Oya or whatever services has Oya for you. Light a small white tea candle and pray to Oya to get you back on track, to get you back to doing that which you know has to be done. Even if it's difficult, do what needs to be done. And watch how the blockages, the clouds, the difficulties fall by the wayside. Until next week, love and blessings. If you haven't done it yet, go to our contacts list on the website, look up Ia's email, and send the email to Iavasa saying, yes, I would like to attend your Wednesday night workshops. They're great. She covers each and every facet that you'll ever want to get into, to understand and broaden your knowledge of Ifa. And it's no cost, nothing, no obligation. You simply need to show up at 1 of 2 hours, and that's why she needs you contact you. What time you want to see it? It's like 7:30 to 8:30 and 8:30 to 9:30. 2 different groups, same subject, and simply pick out the one that you want to see, or perhaps that there is a space open for you. So do it today. Don't let it slide. Don't put it off, because knowledge is power, and power is Ifa. All right? Love and blessings.